All right, how we doing? Hello, ladies. Hello, those watching the replay, my tripod. I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm just going to notify my group that I am live. And if you're watching this outside of my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives, then make sure you come and join us. It's a community for women over 40 who really want to learn about living healthy, happy life. That includes body, mind, and spirit, right? And what's going on in your body in midlife, how it affects you, your emotions, your stress level, your weight, and your health, of course. And I give you tips, tricks, recipes, practices, all of that kind of thing. Hello, Tammy. How you doing? All right, well, let me notify people I am live here in my group. So let me see. Don't see me. And I better check to see if I can see myself in my group too. Should be in my group. It's okay if I'm not, though. Yeah, this is a very important. I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I went through when I had kind of crashed, kind of went to my bottom when I was in the midlife phase. Oh, let me just clean this. Or maybe it is just a little bit smoky, kind of. When I was going through perimenopause, and which many women do, end up in adrenal fatigue. Now, I've talked about adrenal fatigue too, but there's many new people in this group, and so I wanted to kind of talk about it again. And because it is caused from stress, right? And it's very common that women who are in midlife change, going through the midlife change, because their body is now put under more stress, and their hormones are like, ooh, like this, right? So what happens is you cannot handle stress like you used to, right? You feel more overwhelmed, you feel more stressed, you feel more tension, you're definitely more emotional. So all of these things are going on because of the imbalance that's going on in your body. And so and as well as your hormones changing, your ovaries produce less estrogen, right? And so the adrenal glands can produce the hormones for you if they are healthy, if they are working at their best, right? When we are under consistent stress, our adrenal glands, that produces the adrenaline and the cortisol. So they're asked to work overtime, right? Overtime. So when also we're asking them to produce some hormones to help balance our body, then that's even more jobs put on the adrenal glands. What happens is they just say, I cannot do it anymore. I'm exhausted. You're exhausting me. I'm overworked. Bonk, right? And you kind of like hit a wall. So that's adrenal fatigue. And that's what happened to me. And I didn't even know that was what was happening to me. And many people don't realize this. So see if this is you. I was working like a personal trainer. I was a yoga instructor. And of course, so I was doing my own weight training, my own mountain biking, my own kayaking on the side, plus working with one-on-one clients, doing the exercises with them. And in my 30s and 40s, that was fine. Early 40s, that was fine. But at the age of 43, 44, when my body began to go through the midlife phase, that was just too much for my adrenal glands. Like it was just, so anyways, I ended up in adrenal fatigue, and I ended up like literally exhausted, very depleted nutritionally too. As in the minerals and the vitamins that my body needed to function better, I was lacking them. Now, what can happen is if our digestive system isn't working too well, we don't absorb nutrients, right? So when you're super stressed, your digestive system doesn't work very well. So all of these things kind of compound, and our body's not getting the nutrients it needs, as well as our organs are getting tired and stressed from the excess stress, from the excess jobs they're called on to do. And they're called on to do these jobs in our body, yet we're not feeding them properly. So it's like you're asking your car to be high performance, yet you're not putting the right oil in it or the right gas, right? You're not treating your car right, yet you expect it to function at a very high level. It's just not going to happen, right? So many women go through their lives like, we can handle a lot in our 30s and early 40s, because some women don't go through the change till 50 or something. And you can feel fine. Then all of a sudden this time happens when you're just feeling like, wow, what's going on, right? The emotions are like this, or more down here. Your body's feeling more tired, fatigued, exhausted. You are over emotional. You may get mad when you're not used to getting mad. You may feel like running away. You may feel like hiding, like I don't want to be around people. I don't want to talk to so-and-so. I don't want to be around my husband or my spouse. I don't want to cook. I don't want to clean. I don't want to do anything, right? That is because it's like our body's in this overwhelm. And you know what happens, right? We know when we're in overwhelm, it can shut us down. We just want to go, forget it, nothing, right? It's kind of like that all or nothing. It's too much, so I'm just going to do nothing. I'm going to hide away and just do nothing. And that's what happened to me. I truly felt like I need to just disconnect from everything and everybody. So when I was going through that, I would work, but then I would get home and I would literally be like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to really talk to people. I had a bath every night. Hi, Yvonne. I read Eat, Pray, Love, that book 1,000,000 times. You know, I drank a bit of wine. I literally just like separated myself from the craziness of my life. So that was part of making the change. That was part of me understanding that my body was telling me this is too much. And I needed to, I don't want to say delete, but I needed to take some things out of my life so that there was more space in my life for my body to come back into better balance. Do you get it? What most women do, many women do, is they try to continue doing the same things because they feel they need to while their body is already on overdrive, right? That doesn't work. What happens is you think, if I just push through this, if I just organize my time better, if I just do it this way, if I can figure out how to do, maybe if I, move things around, right? So, right? Maybe if I do yoga twice a week now, right? Which is just adding more into your life, right? So maybe if I exercise 5 times a week, right? I'm gaining weight. I need to exercise. So this is what happens when you're not realizing that what's actually needed for your body to come back into better balance is like 3 things, right? For one, food. You need to change what you eat. Absolutely. Oh, hi, Yvonne from Cranbrook, British Columbia, too. We're having it. It's nice outside. It's cloudy, but it is a nice day. I'm sad it's fall, but whatever. So to bring your body back into balance, right, you go into the food, right? You eat the foods that now feed and fuel the organs, right? The organs that produce the hormones in your body. So you're basically feeding the hormones the nutrients they require. Your organs, the nutrients they require to produce the hormones properly. And you're also eating the right types of foods that are better for your digestive system. And you're eating the foods that decrease inflammation in your body and give you energy, right? Give you energy. They supply your body with the proper nutrients. They feed the cells, right down to the cells. That's what you need to think about. What are the nutrients the cells need to function at their best, okay? You're feeding your body brain food, right? This is what you need to change to. Food that is healthy for your brain, so your brain can function properly. Not the food that depletes your energy, causes inflammation, gives you the foggy brain, right? Those foods need to start dropping away for this phase when you are going in this, right? This change, this hormonal change, and even beyond. But anyways, you can kind of regulate. And then you need to decrease stress. And this is the biggest thing that people kind of don't do. Or how they think they need to decrease stress is go to the gym, do my yoga classes, which is just adding things on to their life, right? Instead of looking at your life and going, okay, what do I need to kind of keep as part of my day, which would be working full time, or if you have a younger child, something like that, right? Making dinner, making meals, and then saying, okay, now I am going to have time for me, to spend time for me, doing things that help me replenish my energy, right? So it's like, you know yourself, there's things that deplete your energy and there's things you do that can help you feel more energized. And everybody's different. So for some people, it's meditation, helps them feel more energized, right? They actually are able to draw on the universal energy and they feel more energized by meditating. For some people, it's going for a walk in nature. That's what a big part of it for me. I just came from a walk in nature. That helps me energize, re-energize. It could be talking with a friend. It could be somebody going to a coffee shop and reading a really good book, right? Like what helps to feed your soul, energize you, gives you energy, helps you, kind of de-stress, right? That is what's truly required. So it's about shifting your life, like letting go of some things that really suck the energy away from you that you really don't need to do anymore. You may just think you have to do. And then bringing in or allowing yourself the practices and time that help to replenish you, right? Because so often you're giving all day, you're giving during your life, you're giving this, you're giving that. Your energy's going out, but then you're saying you're too busy to take time to replenish that energy. And it does not have to take long, all right? It does not have to take long. And it's just practices, little things you can do during your day. But often we don't do them because you don't think about them. When we're caught in this like hamster wheel of life and living, eating, sleeping, working, living, eating, whatever, right? Then we just get in our head that we are too busy, right? I'm just too busy to do this. And you get stuck in, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, I can't let go of this, it's hopeless, it's helpless, there's no way I can do this, there's no way, right? So we get caught up in the story that we've told ourselves for so long. And that wires our brain so that our brain expects things to be that way. Just like, so let's say if someone says, oh, I always get tired at 4 o'clock, or when I get home, I always want to munch on fatty foods, right? When you continually tell yourself that, and you continually let yourself experience that by doing it over and over again, and then you tell yourself that you can't stop, right? You have just set your pattern and your story, and you're just repeating it over and over again. And then you're saying, I don't know why I continue to do this. Why do I keep doing this? It's because you started it, right? The thought process, the habits, doing the action created the pattern. Your mind, your body expected it every day. So therefore that's what happens. And then you tell yourself that you have no choice. That is just the way it is, right? So we do these things to ourselves, often not realizing, oh my God, I'm the one who did it to myself. I'm the one, and you're the only one who can change it, right? So during this midlife phase, when there seems to be so, and beyond, women beyond, I'm talking about, I don't care how old you are now, women don't seem to have any time for themselves. And it leads to frustration. It leads to being resentful, angry, unfulfilled, passionless, out of purpose, out of alignment in their life, like really being left with going like, oh my God, I feel like I just feel blah. I don't feel inspired. I don't feel motivated. I don't want to really eat healthy foods. I'd rather just eat junk. I can't exercise. I don't feel like it. All of this stuff, right? So know that those things are just because you have just had these stories, these patterns in your life, and you're actually almost too exhausted to change them because it requires you to kind of like think outside the box. So think differently than the way you've been thinking, right? And sometimes that's hard for us. And I'm doing a new 30-day program, you guys, starting pre-work on Wednesday. Then it starts on September 16th, 30 days. Now, here's the thing about this new 30-day program. Right now, you guys, until tomorrow, it's $147. So tomorrow you can still get it for $147. Then it's going up to $197, okay? DianaMarchand.com/reset, RESET 30. Check it out. This is a 30-day program. It's never going to be cheap like this again, ever. My 30-day program, that's going to be the price my 21-day programs are for now. And so I'm doing one more 30-day program right now at this very, 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 very low price. Then everything's going to go up. So, but I'm really, really interested in this program and excited about it. And we are going to be talking about the Healing Code book. And I'm going to be sharing some things from this book, which is really, truly amazing, about stress, how stress in your body leads to illness and disease. And it's not just the stress you can sense you're feeling. It's actually the stress that is contained from memories that are in the cells of your body that need to be released, okay? So that's what puts you in fear, anxiety, right? These fear circles, these worry cycles, unable to sleep, anxiety, all of that is caused by these cellular memories and how they build on each other, and you're not even aware of them. So anyways, we're going to be working through a lot of this in the 30-day program, as well as you will get the recipes, and you will be working on like what to eat for this phase of life. You will get to know that. You post your food every day for me. I will correct, as in go, oh, this is perfect, or need to adjust here. You need to adjust there, right? And we're going to do what's called a hormone reset. Like certain days you're going to be letting go of certain foods for 3-day periods, right? And it's just this food for these 3 days, this food for those 3 days. And it helps to reset your hormones. So we're going to help to balance your body, better balance your body within these 30 days. And we're going to be working on, right, mind, body, spirit. It's going to bring your body back into better balance, which of course makes your emotions help to come back into better balance. But also we're going to work on how to let go, right? Like let go of the stress, let go of the expectations, let go of the people pleasing, and not feel guilty, right? Like you've set up these things in your life too, these patterns, right? Where you take care of everybody else. You feel you need to save them or save the world. And you are last always, right? We're going to get into that too and kind of go, oh, okay, well, this is interesting. Like, you know, why don't you try this? Like, think of it this way, because this will change your perception, right? The mindset part, I am very, very, very good at. I've been working on it for so many years through myself. Oh, my God. But through my programs, women notice the biggest shifts on the inside, which allows them to release things that cause them to sabotage, to emotionally eat, to stress eat. All of that is because of the things that are going on inside of you. It's not the outer circumstances, right? Often they're like, oh, I eat because I had such a stressful day at work. So that's why I eat. It's like this excuse, right? Because I had a stressful day, I get to eat these things, or I get to drink a bottle of wine. But we're going to shed light on that, and you're going to gain awareness as to why you really do it. And see your pattern, see the behavior that you've been repeating over and over again. I forgot my water. See how it's affected your life. See and understand how it's affected your body, your emotions, your weight, your energy, your feeling of fulfillment, your feeling of depression, your feeling of anxiety, your feeling of unfulfillment, passionless, all of those things. You will see how these thought patterns and these things you've set up, how they control everything, and they're on autopilot. So it's like your software, you have this software system inside of you that's just running, and you're unaware of it because it's been set up and repeated for so long, right? So it just runs, and that's when you go, oh, you know, I do well for a while, and then I sabotage, then I quit. Then I do well for a while, I get results, and then I quit. And I don't know why I do that, I don't know what's going on, right? That's what we're going to help you to figure out throughout this program. And then you are also going to be taking the positive actions and making the shifts and changes. So that way, when you release some of these old patterns, behaviors, and things that don't serve you, you are then, of course, going to be bringing in the ones that will serve you and help lead you to feeling more calm, peace, and joy, letting go of attachments, letting go of the resentments, the expectations from yourself and others, feeling like you need to be all to everybody, all of that type of stuff, right? You're going to be saying, okay, I can let this go, and I am now choosing to be like this, right? But in the whole process, the most important thing is that you love yourself. So we're going to be going into worthiness, self-love. So acceptance fully and completely of who you are now, no matter what's going on in your life. Being able to sit with that, accept it, love yourself, and then also be able to say, yes, I love myself now, and I see why this is the way it is right now. Now I get to choose how I desire to be next. I get to choose my next step. I get to choose how I now want to feel, right? How I want to build my life, how I want to create my future, because you do. And that's what we're going to be doing, and you're going to be getting clear on throughout this program too. And it seems like it's a lot, but you will see that it all is interrelated. And so when you begin to make one shift in awareness in your thoughts, in your patterns, we're going to show you how to break your old patterns too. You will see your pattern. You're going to be writing out your pattern. I'll show you a process that I do with clients where you see the pattern that you keep repeating in your life. And then you are going to begin to break that pattern and start a new one. Okay? And this happens very, very fast, like really fast. And it's not hard. It's not hard like you think either. This is the thing. It's just that you haven't gone through a process yourself. And this is like a group where we're going to go through this together, okay? It's a private Facebook community of women, and we're going to go through these things together, along with, like I said, the food part, but also it's like investigating, understanding what has been going on, how you can shift things, total acceptance and love for yourself and where things are now. No guilt, no resentment, no I should have, I could have, whatever. We're going to let that go, right? And just coming to a place of more peace within yourself, and then making shifts and changes where you say, yes, I feel so good. I feel so good about myself because I am deciding to do this. I am making these changes, and they're not extreme. They're not like going from here to here, which is unsustainable, right? Those like fad diets where people are like eating all this, all of a sudden they give up everything and they lose like 12 pounds and go, right on, I did it. But they can't sustain it, right? No. This is going to be like the steps you take, the shifts you make. Within 30 days, you will see what a huge difference this has on your life. You will never have to diet again. You will learn exactly, oh, these are the foods that work for me. This is how I can eat. And it's not it's not eating in a way that you feel deprived. This is a way you can eat for the rest of your life. That's the great thing about it, right? None of my clients that have gone through my programs ever have to diet again. And many of them don't even need the food advice anymore. They just keep rejoining my programs to be part of the program, but they don't need to learn about the food anymore. You can learn about the food in my 21-day programs. This 30-day program is going to be a lot of integration, okay? DianaMarchand.com/reset, RESET 30. So if anybody has any questions, I should have asked that earlier. Post them below. Feel free to message me on Facebook if you want to ask me if the program's for you, if you can do it. Yeah, anyways, it's a super low price right now, you guys, $147. Like I said, my 30-day program will be going way up after this one that I do. So make sure you get it at this great price if you want. By Monday, it'll be $197, all right? So right now, even if you don't do my program, please begin to think about your life and how you can begin to live a better, more balanced life, as in not this crazy do, busy, no time for yourself, no time for joy, feeling unfulfilled, uninspired, unmotivated, right? Hi, June. I'm just finishing up, so watch from the beginning, June. Watch from the beginning. But I am super excited about this program, you guys. I cannot tell you how powerful it's going to be. It's going to be amazing because I myself in the last little while have been learning so much. I've been on a journey myself. That's why I haven't done a program for a while. And I have learned so many amazing things that I'm also going to share in this group. And I also have some great videos that I've done that I'm going to make into another program about making healthy, fast, easy meals. I show you on video, and I'm going to be sharing those within the group too. All right, so don't miss out on this amazing experience. DianaMarchand.com/reset, RESET 30. All right, have an amazing night, you guys. Bye-bye.